Imagine a massive suspension bridge made of steel and concrete stretching across a turbulent river. Every day, thousands of cars drive over it without a second thought, trusting that the structure will hold them. But then, a storm comes, a hurricane that rips trees from the ground and tears roofs off houses. Most structures crumble under that kind of pressure. They snap because they are too rigid, or they collapse because their foundations were built on sand. But the bridge holds. It sways, it groans, and it endures the battering ram of the wind. But when the sun rises the next morning, it is still standing. This is the best way to describe your soul. You were not built for the sunny days when everything is easy and polite. You were engineered by the divine specifically for the storms. There is a reason why you feel a strange sense of calm when a crisis hits. While everyone else is running around screaming or paralyzed by fear, your heart rate actually slows down. You suddenly know exactly what to do. This is not an accident. It is a design feature. God created you to be the vessel that stays intact when the rest of the world is falling apart. You are the spiritual steel that holds the community together when tragedy strikes. People often misunderstand this trait as being cold or detached, but it is actually the highest form of love. You take on the burden of survival so that the softer, more fragile people around you do not have to be crushed by it. I am Madam Tina. For more than 20 years, I have looked at the charts of people who felt like they were cursed by their own intensity. I have held the hands of men and women who thought they were broken because they could not treat life casually. I am here to tell you that you are not broken. You are a masterpiece of divine architecture. I have seen what happens when a Scorpio finally accepts their power instead of trying to hide it. It is like watching a dormant volcano wake up, not to destroy, but to create new land. We are going to walk through 15 specific reasons why the Creator placed your energy on this earth. These are not just personality quirks. They are holy assignments. By the end of this, you will understand why your heaviness is actually your halo. The first divine reason is your inability to accept a lie. In a world that is addicted to comfort and superficial politeness, you are the blade that cuts through the fabric of illusion. God loves truth. Truth is the language of the divine, and you speak it fluently, even when it hurts. You have a built-in mechanism that rejects falsehoods the way a healthy body rejects a virus. When someone lies to you, it physically hurts your stomach. You can feel the dissonance in the air. This protects the people around you. How many times have you warned a friend about a bad partner or told a family member that a business deal felt wrong, only to be proven right months later? You are the whistleblower of the Zodiac. You force the light into the dark corners where secrets breed. While this makes you unpopular with people who want to live in denial, it makes you beloved by the universe because you are the agent of clarity. The second reason is your profound capacity for transformation. You are the alchemist. Most people run from pain. They numb it with distractions, they hide from it, or they let it turn them bitter. You do something miraculous. You take your pain, your trauma, and your heartbreak and you eat it, you digest it, and then you turn it into power. God loves this about you because it mirrors the cycle of nature itself. Nothing in your life is ever wasted. The worst things that have happened to you have become the fuel for your greatest victories. You are living proof that a human being can walk through hell and come out carrying buckets of water for those still trapped in the flames. You do not just survive, you evolve. Every time life tries to bury you, it forgets that you are a seed. You come back stronger, wiser, and more dangerous to the darkness than you were before. The third reason is your stewardship of the taboo. There are topics that polite society refuses to touch: death, sex, money, power, and the shadow self. Most people are terrified of these things. They pretend they don't exist. But you, Scorpio, you set up a tent in these forbidden lands. God needs someone to watch over the gates of the mysteries. You are comfortable in the hospices, in the birthing rooms, and in the therapy sessions where people are weeping. You understand that life is not just the pretty flowers above ground. It is also the tangled, muddy roots below. By not being afraid of the dark, you make it safe for others to explore their own shadows. You give people permission to be human, to be flawed, and to be real. When someone is grieving, they don't go to the cheerful sign. They come to you, because they know you won't tell them to just get over it. You sit in the dark with them until their eyes adjust. Moving to the fourth reason, we find your legendary loyalty. This is a reflection of divine faithfulness. In a modern culture that treats relationships like disposable commodities, you treat your bonds as blood covenants. You do not let people in easily. You test them. You scrutinize them. You make them climb a wall to get to you. But once someone is inside your inner circle, you will defend them with a ferocity that is almost terrifying. You are the friend who will help move the body. You are the partner who stays when the money runs out and the sickness sets in. God loves this steadfastness. It is a rare quality. It reminds the world that love is not a feeling. It is a discipline. It is a choice to stand guard over another soul. Your loyalty acts as a shelter for the people you love. They know that as long as you are breathing, they have an army of one standing between them and the world. This kind of devotion is not learned. It is woven into your DNA. You love hard because you know that in the end, love is the only thing that survives death. The fifth reason stems from your role as the spiritual detective. God gave you eyes that act like X-rays. You do not see clothes, skin, or forced smiles. You see motives. You can look at a person and instantly know what they are hungry for. You know if they are driven by greed, by insecurity, by lust, or by genuine kindness. This is not judgment, it is data collection. The universe needs witnesses who cannot be bribed or fooled. You are the auditor of the human soul. This gift is heavy to carry because sometimes you see things you wish you could unsee. You see the cracks in a marriage before the couple admits they are unhappy. You see the instability in a leader before they fall. But this sight is a divine protection. It allows you to navigate the world without getting trapped in the snares that catch everyone else. You are rarely blindsided. When the betrayal happens, you are usually the only one who is not shocked because you saw the knife being sharpened 3 years ago. The sixth divine reason is your unmatched focus and willpower. When a Scorpio decides they want something, the entire universe has to rearrange itself to make it happen. You have a fixation that borders on obsession, and while some call this a flaw, the divine sees it as an engine of creation. You do not dabble. You do not half-try. You commit with every fiber of your being. This intensity is what builds empires and changes history. If you decide to heal, you will find every cure. If you decide to succeed, you will outwork everyone in the room. This tenacity is a gift from the Creator to ensure that difficult tasks actually get finished. You are the sign that stays on the project until 4 a.m. You are the scientist who runs the experiment one more time. You are the artist who destroys the canvas 10 times until the image is perfect. This relentless drive is how God gets the hard work of evolution done on this planet. Reason number 7 is your intrinsic connection to the cycle of resources. You understand the energy of money and exchange better than almost anyone. This isn't just about being good at business, although you often are. It is about understanding value. You know that everything has a cost. You know that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. This makes you an excellent guardian of resources. You don't waste time, you don't waste emotion, and you don't waste money on things that don't matter. You are essentially the investment banker of the Zodiac, but for spiritual equity. God trusts you with power because you understand the weight of it. You know that power is not a toy. It is a tool that can build or destroy, and you treat it with the respect it deserves. The 8th reason is your silence. In a noisy world where everyone is shouting to be heard, you understand the thunderous power of saying nothing. You hold your cards close to your chest. God loves this because silence is the space where wisdom grows. You listen more than you speak. You observe. You wait. This makes your words incredibly valuable. When you finally do speak, people shut up and listen because they know you aren't just filling the air. You save your words for when they will have the most impact. Your silence also creates a vacuum that pulls the truth out of others. People get nervous when you are quiet, so they start talking and they start confessing. You maintain the mystery of the universe. You remind people that not everything needs to be posted, shared, or broadcasted. Some things are sacred, and sacred things require a veil. Before we go deeper into the more mystical reasons, I want you to pause for a second. If you have spent your life feeling like you are too much for people, or if you have been made to feel guilty for seeing the truth when everyone else was blind, I want you to join our family here. Click that subscribe button. It is not just a button. It is a signal that you are done apologizing for your power. We are building a sanctuary for the intense souls, the deep feelers, and the truth tellers. You don't have to carry that heavy intuition all by yourself anymore. Come sit with us. We understand the language of the deep end. Now, let's look at the 9th reason, which is your natural healing ability. I am not talking about becoming a doctor, though many of you are. I am talking about energetic healing. Because you are a water sign, you can wash away the psychic dirt that accumulates on people. Your presence alone can act as a purgative. Have you ever noticed that people often cry when they are around you, even if they aren't sad? Or they get angry and release pent-up rage? You act as a drain for the emotional toxins of the collective. You draw out the poison so it can be released. It is a messy job, and it is exhausting, but it is holy work. You are the spiritual kidney of your family or friend group, filtering out the waste so the body can survive. God loves you for doing the dirty work that keeps humanity sane. The 10th divine reason is your fearlessness in the face of endings. You understand, perhaps better than any other sign, that death is not the opposite of life. It is a part of life. While others cling desperately to dead relationships, dead careers, or dead versions of themselves, you are willing to burn the boats. You are the master of the clean break. God needs energy that can prune the dead branches so the tree can grow. You are that pruning shear. When a situation has run its course, you have the courage to walk away and never look back. This might seem ruthless to the sentimental, but it is actually an act of mercy. Prolonging something that is already dead is cruel. You deliver the final blow that allows the soul to be released and move on to its next lesson. You are the closing chapter that makes the new beginning possible. Without your energy, the world would be cluttered with zombies, half-alive relationships, and situations stumbling around, refusing to lay down. Reason number 11 is your unparalleled capacity for intimacy. You crave a merger of souls that goes beyond the physical. God is love, and God is union. You are constantly seeking that divine union here on earth. You want to crawl inside another person's skin and see the world through their eyes. You want to know their darkest fears and their highest dreams. This drive for total connection is a reflection of the soul's longing to return to the source. You remind the world that we are not meant to be isolated islands. We are meant to mix our waters. When you love someone, you change their chemical makeup. You leave a fingerprint on their soul that never fades. Even if you haven't seen an ex-lover in 20 years, they still think of you. They still feel you. You mark people. This intensity forces people to grow, to expand their capacity for feeling, and to confront their own walls against love. The 12th reason is your strategic patience. You are the grand master of waiting. The predator does not chase the prey aimlessly. It waits for the perfect moment when the prey makes a mistake. In life, you apply this same stillness. You do not rush God's timing. You know how to plant a seed and wait through the long winter for it to sprout. This patience is a form of faith. It shows a deep trust in the inevitable justice of the universe. You know that the truth always comes out eventually. You know that karma always arrives, even if it takes the scenic route. Because you don't panic and try to force outcomes prematurely. You allow the divine plan to unfold exactly as it should. You are the rock in the stream that waits for the water to carve it into a masterpiece. Reason 13 is your protection of the innocent. There is a fierce, maternal, or paternal energy in Scorpio that is terrifying to abusers. You have a soft spot for the underdog, the child, the animal, or the victim. God uses your aggression as a shield for those who cannot defend themselves. When you see bullying or injustice, a switch flips in your brain. You don't weigh the pros and cons, you intervene. You are the sheepdog that isn't afraid of the wolf. This protective instinct is one of the purest forms of divine love. It is the anger of God directed at injustice. You are willing to put your own safety on the line to ensure that the vulnerable are not crushed. In a world full of bystanders who pull out their phones to record tragedies, You are the one jumping in to stop them. Reason 14 is your memory. You are the keeper of history. You remember the kindness someone showed you in 1998, and you remember the insult someone whispered in 2005. While holding on to grudges can be your shadow, the divine purpose of this memory is to maintain the continuity of truth. You remember who people really are, not who they pretend to be today. You hold the receipts. In a society that loves to rewrite history to make itself look better, you stand there as the living record. You remind people of where they came from. You honor the ancestors and the past by refusing to let it be forgotten. Your memory serves as the conscience of your community. We have arrived at the 15th and perhaps the most powerful reason of all. You are the phoenix. You are the living embodiment of resurrection. No matter how many times you are destroyed, betrayed, bankrupt, or heartbroken, you always rise. This is the ultimate message of the divine to humanity, that hope is never lost. Your life is a testament to the fact that rock bottom is just a solid foundation to build a new castle. People watch you. They watch you go through things that would destroy an average person, and they watch you come back with a new glow, a new strength, and a new purpose. You inspire people simply by surviving. You show them that the human spirit is indestructible. God loves you because you are the proof that the light always returns after the dark. You are the master of the comeback. You don't just recover, you reinvent. You shed your old skin and step out fresh, reminding everyone that as long as there is breath, there is a chance for a new life. These 15 reasons are not just compliments. They are a manual for how to operate your machinery. You have spent too much time trying to dim your lights so you don't blind the neighbors. You have tried to soften your edges so you don't cut people who are careless. But the divine did not make a mistake when he poured that extra cup of intensity into your soul. You were made this way on purpose. The world is a heavy place, and it needs heavy lifting equipment. It needs souls that can process the grief, the rage, and the truth without breaking. You are that equipment. When you feel the weight of your own emotions, remember that you are carrying the water for the collective. When you feel lonely because no one seems to understand your depth, remember that the top of the mountain is always quieter than the valley. You are not weird. You are advanced. You are operating on an operating system that most people haven't upgraded to yet. Your sensitivity is your antenna. Your intensity is your fuel, and your silence is your shield. Do not let the world convince you that you need to be lighter, shallower, or simpler. The ocean does not apologize for its depth, and the fire does not apologize for its heat. You are a force of nature. Use your power to heal. Use your power to protect, and use your power to transform the lead of this world into gold. That is your holy mission. I want to ask you something before you go. Which of these 15 reasons resonated with your spirit the most? Have you felt the burden of being the lie detector? Have you lived through the phoenix moment where you had to rebuild your life from ashes? I read the comments, not as a casual observer, but as a witness to your stories. Share your victory or your struggle down below. Let the other Scorpios reading this know that they are not crazy and they are not alone. Your story might be the exact medicine someone else needs to read today. And if you are ready to understand why certain people are naturally drawn to you while others seem repelled by your energy instantly, you need to watch the video that is appearing on your screen right now. It explains the magnetic polarity of your aura and how to protect yourself from energy vampires who crave your light. Click it, and let's keep digging for the truth together.